What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Cam ATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're going to love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section and enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel. Speaking of that, shout out to Jock Davis. Jock Davis, you are the winner of last week's $50 giveaway. Hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL so I can get your information and send that over to you. As always, appreciate everybody who shows love on the videos, comments, subscribes, all that good stuff, man. I appreciate y'all as always. And as always, we are here to get this money, baby. Start the week off with a bang on this Monday. We're coming up to the new year. Got to start stuffing those pockets at a whole nother level in this new year, man. So appreciate y'all for being here. By the way, the team at Props Made Easy put together, a team member at Props Made Easy put together a 6-man slip on FanDuel before Sunday's games began for NFL and are one leg away, literally using the top plays off the FanDuel tool. Literally went just like this. FanDuel made a 6-man slip off the top plays off of here and is looking to sweep. All we need is Jauan Jennings over 4.5 receptions. As you can see, he has a 5.19 EV, minus 138 favored on FanDuel already, with the consensus odds all the way up to almost minus 160. Projection at 5.3. Jauan Jennings over 4.5 receptions will turn his $200 into $5,000. And the craziest part about it is, the whole point of Props Made Easy is, this guy didn't do a lick of outside research. All he did was create the 6-man off the top plays off the FanDuel prop tool from Props Made Easy. And now he's turning $200 to $5,000. Used 5 minutes of work to potentially win $5,000. So y'all track that along, man. Shout out to my boy. Make sure everybody is, paying attention to that because, man, if he goes over, we are doing a big giveaway for the PropsMadeEasy.com active members. We're giving away $100 to 10 different active members at Props Made Easy. So if you have an active subscription at Props Made Easy, you're automatically entered. We're going to randomly choose subscribers and give 10 of y'all $100 each once that slip hits. Jauan Jennings over 4.5 receptions, man. And again, another huge weekend out of the tools, man. The shit is going crazy. Go follow the Props Made Easy Twitter account. If you want to verify that the Props Made Easy account's legit and me saying it's not enough for you, go to @PropsMadeEasy on Twitter and look at all the customers posting, all the members posting winning slips throughout the weekend and every night. Go check it out for yourself, all right? PropsMadeEasy.com. Let's get it. All right. Starting off at NFL Prize Picks, we've got Brock Purdy at the top of the list, under 4.5 rushing attempts. This has been a top play for a minute now. 6.7 EV percent. This has been here since like Friday. All right, minus 139 of the consensus odds throughout the industry that have rushing attempts for Brock Purdy. 3.4 is the projection as well. So all of the data likes the under on Brock Purdy. He has 15 likes on Props Made Easy, which is cool. I definitely like the play on Brock Purdy. Outside of that, though, there's really nothing for Prize Picks at the moment. So we're going to go through real quick. Better picks. Nothing crazy on better picks either. Very tight lines right now because we're so close to the start. Nothing on Dabble, Vivid Picks. There's really nothing going on these fantasy sites anymore right now when it comes to this game. For NFL right now, there's not a ton of options. Prize Picks Demons, you have Jamison Williams over 59.5 receiving yards. He's hit this line in over 61% of the season. Good spot on Jamison Williams there for his Demon. The best Goblin's going to be George Kittle over 49.5 receiving yards. I do believe this should be a shootout game, man. Detroit's offense is fantastic. It doesn't matter how good a defense is. It just really is irrelevant. Detroit's going to score. You feel what I'm saying? And so this should be a good game. All right. But yeah, I mean, not a ton. Deebo Samuel Sr. under 4.5 receptions is a 4.5 EV, minus 128 consensus. But again, it's just lines are incredibly tight. All right, real quick before we move on to NBA, let's go to all books and let's see what we got here. By the way, my favorite strategy, as I've been telling y'all recently, is taking a play that's already favored on a side that's already high EV as well. So there's going to be a filter. They want to add like a cam type filter to the Props Made Easy tool to filter those plays out that I normally would only search for. that I really love searching for. Because the thing is when you're taking plays at the top, the highest EV plays, while that's amazing for the people who want the most profit over a month and have the bankroll to sustain losses throughout the month, but for people who can't sustain many losses throughout a month, you just don't have a very large bankroll, playing those high EV plays, you may deplete your bankroll before you get the win type of thing. Like, I mean, you've got these type of plays aren't going to hit most of the time throughout a month, but the times when they do will offset and make you money. But if you can't handle many losses throughout a month, then these type of plays aren't your type of plays. Whereas these are like pro level type plays. Pros are going to play these consistently. But for example, for me, I'd play the minus 120 on FanDuel for Brock Purdy under 4.5 rushing attempts because he's already minus 120 favored on FanDuel to go under, and then the consensus is all the way up to minus 140. You feel what I'm saying? So this is the type of play I would play. Jawan Jennings, type of play I would play. As you can see with the slip made over on FanDuel, our boy got this in his slip. Before, I believe this was like minus 120 when he got it in, though. The odds are going up. But Jawan Jennings over 4.5 receptions, another great play today over on FanDuel. Jared Goff over 1.5 rushing attempts, minus 130 already on Bet365. Consensus odds upwards of minus 145, so good EV and already favored, so not as much risk in that position. Anything over that minus 120 range out of the sportsbook in question, like if you're looking for a great play and you find a play like this and it's like minus 130 already or over minus 120 or minus 120 or more, that's the type of play I'm looking for. I'm looking for high EV that's already minus 120 or higher type thing. That way I'm taking little risk, less risk, much less risk in this play while also having a high EV play. You feel what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the high EV plays, though, man, I mean, things have gotten tight as time has gone on, so nothing crazy. Sam Laporta, under 4.5 receptions on Bet365 is minus 135 odds. This is a play I would take. I'd take it over on Bovada as well at the minus 135 and pair it with something else. But, yeah, nothing too crazy on NFL. Let's go to NBA. Check what we got for today's NBA slate. All right. For NBA today, at the top of the list for Prizepicks, we have Peyton Watson over 1.5 steals plus blocks at a 7.1 EV, minus 141 consensus odds throughout the industry on the sportsbooks that have steals and blocks for Peyton Watson. Projection of 2.37. So all the data likes the over on that play. Really love Peyton Watson. Zach LaVine under 8.5 rebounds assists is a 7.06 EV on Prizepicks, minus 140 consensus odds throughout the entire industry on his under. Player projection of 8.4 on the under as well. Really like that spot there. CJ McCollum under 8.5 rebounds assists, minus 139 consensus odds on his under. Herbert Jones, 2.5 steals plus blocks on the under as well at minus 136. So a lot of solid options on Prizepicks for NBA, as you can see. Prizepicks Demon, the best Prizepicks Demon is Jordan Poole over 1.5 steals. He's hit this in over 61% of the time this season. Prizepicks Goblins, the best Goblin to get in would be Sabonis is over 19.5 points and assists, which he has hit 100% this season. Love that spot there against Dallas. Josh Hart's over 9.5 points. I've used this many times. Over 96.7%. Really love that spot there. Over on Underdog Fantasy, you have Kyrie Irving under 10.5 rebounds assists at minus 135 consensus on the under 10.5. Josh Green under 1.5 3-pointers made at a minus 135 consensus there as well. A couple great plays over on Underdog. Over on Better Picks, you've got a huge option here. Seth Curry under 1.5 3-pointers made is a 9 EV on Better with a minus 151 consensus odds on the under. Projection on the under as well. Love that spot. Pair that up with Nicholas Batum under 3.5 rebounds at a minus 146 consensus odds on the under. Projection on the under as well. Love the spot on Batum. Jarrett Allen over 9.5 rebounds at a minus 145 consensus. Player projection of 10.2 on the over as well. So love these three right here. Seth Curry under 1.5 3-pointers made. Nicholas Batum under 3.5 rebounds. And Jarrett Allen over 9.5 rebounds. Probably my favorite sportsbook right now to make bets in due to how amazing plays are that are available. Over on Dabble, we have Klay Thompson under 3.5 3-pointers made at minus 139 consensus odds throughout the industry on the under. Projection on the under as well. Love that spot. Tracy Jackson Davis under 11.5 points at minus 137 consensus odds on the under. Projection on the under as well. Love that. And then Herbert Jones under 2.5 steals plus blocks Minus 136 consensus odds. Love that spot as well. Obviously, these top two over these minus 137s are going to be your absolute best bets. Absolutely love those plays, man. If you want to just put a two-man together, that's fine. But you have other options that you can play as well. Just try to stay over that 5% EV at least. Over on Vivid Picks. Over on Peyton Watson's 1.5 steals plus blocks at minus 141 consensus odds on him. We like him on Prizepicks as well. Zach LaVine under 8.5 rebounds assists at minus 140 consensus odds. These are going to be your absolute best plays over on Vivid Picks. All right, let's see. Outside of that, any more fantasy sites? Let's check Fliff. You guys know I love Fliff. Nothing too crazy over here on Fliff right now. The highest EV is 2.69. So I'm going to wait on that one. I'm going to go to all books and look for what I find as my favorite. Okay, this explains it perfectly. You see, I go to all books for NBA, right? Immediately you see Mark Williams, minus 105 odds. Seth Curry, plus 102. Seth Curry, plus 102 here. And then Dennis Schroeder, minus 122. What do you see the difference here? Is that the EV is higher on Mark Williams. So over the span of a month, you will make more profit on Mark Williams, but you will lose more days throughout the month. But you will make more profit on Mark Williams throughout a month. Whereas a player like Dennis Schroeder, you're going to win more consistently. While not winning as much profit long term, you're going to win more consistently. Okay, you're taking a little bit less risk seeing the play is already favored. So a play like minus 122 on FanDuel, love this spot because he's still a 9.4 EV percent. Minus 154 consensus odds on the over. Over 2.5 rebounds for Dennis Schroeder is an amazing play. Love that spot, one of my favorite spots. Also love Tyrese Maxey under 2.5 turnovers. This is the type of bet that I would love to pair with that Schroeder if I could, if it was on FanDuel. Over on DraftKings, minus 140. I get it, he's minus 140. But the reason you still would play a play like this is not only is he favored, right? So the odds of him, if this happening, are high. But the consensus odds are all the way up over minus 180. So you're still getting the great expected value out of this play. So regardless of this number right here, the expected value is the big thing. So while you're not taking a ton of risks, seeing the play is already favored at minus 122 and minus 140, the consensus is still great. The EV is still high, and that's what's important. Dennis Schroeder's over 2.5 rebounds on SportsBet. Same thing. Keontae George, over 2.5 rebounds. Minus 125 on BetMGM. Minus 152 consensus odds throughout the industry. This is the type of play I love. Chris Dunn, over 2.5 assists. Minus 133 already. So already favored on the over, while his consensus are over minus 160. Again, amazing play. Steph Curry, over 4.5 rebounds. Already favored at minus 125. Consensus odds all the way up to minus 150. Still over that, still high EV. These are high EV plays that are already favored. Tyrese Maxey, under 6.5 assists. Minus 122 on Hot Streak. 7.6 EV. Minus 147 are the consensus odds throughout the industry. So what these consensus odds tell you is where that line for Hot Streak should be. Right? Where around about this should be. Whereas instead, you're getting it at this, whereas the line is minus 147 consensus odds. For anybody who understands betting, getting it at this line is a better payout than getting it at this line. That's why it's great expected value at this line. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if this jumps up, if this exact prop jumps up to minus 140, it wouldn't be as good of a play anymore to me. Because then the consensus are minus 147 and the line would be minus 140, so the EV would be very low because the difference would be very tight. Is everybody understanding what I'm saying? This is that new way of looking over these things, and I'm telling you, the game has been going crazy. We're adding a filter at Props Made Easy to where only plays who are already favored with those high EV spots will show. For the people who have a lower bankroll and who want to make the most profit they can while taking as little risk as they can. All right? These top plays up here for the pros are going to be fantastic. For the people who have a decent bankroll are going to be your absolute best options because they're going to get you more profit in the long term if you have that type of bankroll. But if you can't mentally sustain any losses and you want to consistently win as much as you can, then this new filter we're going to be adding to where it's playing already favored plays, high EV, those are the ones you want to stick with. And those are personally the ones I play so much of, and I win on a consistent basis. I add my favorite slips for the days over at Greenlight DFS for the members over there. As you guys know, anybody who's OGs to my channel, you know I have a site called greenlightdfs.com. We do DFS optimal lineups for daily fantasy sports for DraftKings and FanDuel lineups. I add my favorite slips over there just because that's family over there. You know, I take care of them and I make sure they get as much content as they can over there, on top of the lineups that we provide over there. So it was a great weekend overall, man. Hopefully everybody had an amazing weekend, had an amazing Christmas, all that good stuff, man. New Year's is coming up. God bless y'all. As always, before I head out of here, remember to work on that spiritual connection, man. Pray. It doesn't have to be too serious. You don't have to be none. It doesn't have to be no super serious prayer. Just talk to God. Let him help you out. Give him some of those burdens, some of that stress you have in you, and let him help you out, man. Trust me. Take that spiritual step. I'm here to help a lot of, like, look, I do the same shit. I'm somebody who used to never pray. You feel what I'm saying? I used to never pray. I used to be in shit I should not have been into and doing things I shouldn't have been when I was younger. And now that I'm a grown adult, have my son, and see what that type of love's like and shit, you really start to feel the presence of a higher power in your life as you start to get older and as you've been blessed for so long. Plus, I've just had things that he's done for me that it's a no-brainer. But, I mean, hey, if you're not a religious person, hopefully one day you do come around. But nonetheless, work on that spiritual journey, man. Grow that relationship with God. Take some time out to pray. Appreciate y'all as always for joining me, man. Y'all have an amazing Monday, and let's get this money. I'm out.